I bought bonds at 96 cents on the dollar that were supposed to mature a few months after. And the company had already some problems. There were some cracks in the wall of the edifice of the huge company that was WorldCom. The CEO had been caught asking for a loan by the company that was very questionable. So there were definitely question marks, but in my great wisdom, or so I thought, I believed that the company had enough wherewithal and cash flow to pay my bonds off a few months after. So I remember one day stepping out of the office for an hour or so, coming back, and the head of research called me into his office and said, "Were you in your office right now?" And I said, "No, I was just out and about for just an hour." "Why? What happened?" "There's some news in WorldCom. You better check it out." Again, in my naivete, I thought, they paid me off in advance. Excellent. Look at me. What a smart girl. Vocabulary matters because, you hear in the media that this hedge fund was up 50% and this other one was 40%. I am not saying that some hedge funds don't beat the market sometimes.
Right.
Of course they
Sure.
do. Of course, in any given year, you have a number of hedge funds that beat the market by a lot. But if you think of the hedge fund as an industry, as an entire asset class, hedge funds have not beat the market consistently since 2010.
Yeah.
I think one thing that has to change, and it is changing very, very slowly, is you can't sell to investors the fact that you're different from the market, you have a unique way of investing, you look at opportunities differently, and then have the same team of 10 white guys from Harvard than the other 100 hedge funds.
Yeah.
That's just not credible. So after I retired, having sort of nothing to lose, I wrote a little article that was picked up by Business Insider, and it brought me a lot of joy to write what I thought. And so I just started thinking, is there a book by a woman about women in hedge funds? And there was not. Is there a book that's light and funny about hedge funds? No, the most of it is dry as toast and serious as the Pope. And so I thought, well, maybe I can write a book.
Yeah.
And that was as light as that. I started writing. Man, that was a slug to go through that one. I read at least half of it. Yeah. Let's put it that way. It is a serious book.
Yeah.
But if you like self-help and preachy, go right. I'm very mean. No, it's it's a certain type of book that I'm sure a lot of people will love. I have a lighter tone.